Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here with another pick a card reading. And today's requested topic is going to be how will the public perceive my pregnancy? This is a general reading, of course, it's not going to resonate with everyone, so only take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you have not checked out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And on the screen are three options. Go ahead and make your selection between the three stairs, and we'll go ahead and get started shortly. Okay, so for those who chose stair number one, how will the public perceive your pregnancy? I feel like for a long time people aren't going to know that you're pregnant. I feel like you might decide to keep this a secret even past the traditional first semester. I feel like you might decide to. Okay, I'm actually getting two messages. Some people might decide to keep this a secret for most of the pregnancy and only maybe start to reveal it toward the end. For others, I'm getting that you might do the whole, letting people know after the first trimester, but you might not look pregnant, so you might carry small, and people might say like you don't even look pregnant. So I feel like they're going to be just impressed like how well you're carrying and how like you're not really gaining any weight. Like they're gonna think you just look amazing. You're glowing, your skin is glowing, your hair is shiny, is long. Like I feel like your hair is gonna grow, but you're just not gonna gain any weight. And I just feel like people are gonna be like, I hate you. Like you got your whole pregnant and like you haven't gained an ounce. I feel like this pregnancy is going to do wonders for your body. Like when you have the baby, I get that you're going to fill out in all the right places. Like even if you are like curvy now, I feel like the weight is going to settle in all the right places, just make you more curvier, but you're not going to be what anyone would consider fat. Like you might be a little thicker, but it's going to be like, again, like the weight settling in all the right places so you don't look bad. And I just feel like you might not have much of a belly until you're about 7 months. So I feel like when you're around 7 months, people might start to finally see, your belly poking out. Like, they'll ask you like, how far along are you? You're like 7 months. It's like, get out of here. Like, you're not 7 months. Like, it's no way you're 7 months. You barely have a belly. And I'm not getting that there's going to be any issue with the baby. I feel like your pregnancy is going to be completely healthy. It's just the way you carry. For a lot of you, I'm getting that this is your first child, so you're not going to know what to expect from this experience. And I feel like you're going to be like googling a lot and maybe talking to people who have children and hearing all these nightmare stories about pregnancy and what it does to your body. So you're going to be expecting the worst, but when all the things that people talked about being a nightmare in pregnancy doesn't happen to you, I feel like you might not even get sick. Like you might not have morning sickness in addition to not really gaining weight. Like you're not going to be underweight either. You're just going to be, I feel like at the end of the pregnancy, you're probably going to gain all of maybe 10 to 15 pounds in total through the entire 9 months. And some people like they gain 25, 30 pounds, but I just feel like you're going to be on the smaller side when it comes to like the weight gain. And like I said, everything that people are going to be telling you about like how awful pregnancy is, you're not going to experience that. And again, they're just going to be saying like how great you look. Like you're going to get all the benefits from pregnancy. I feel like you're going to show all the benefits of pregnancy, and people are going to be commenting about that constantly, like the fact that you don't look like you're pregnant, you haven't gained any weight, your skin is amazing, your hair is amazing. Like I'm hearing somebody say I need to get pregnant more often. Like this experience might prompt you to want to get pregnant again because you're going to say like I did pregnancy so well and you just were just I'm getting like the belle of the ball. So I feel like everywhere you go like around people that you know they're constantly going to be complimenting you on how good you look during this pregnancy. I also feel like your fashion might be on point. So people are going to be complimenting you on that. I don't feel like you're going to wear actual maternity clothes. I feel like you're going to wear regular clothes that accommodate your your body. I was about to say barely growing body, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be cute. It's going to be fashionable. I feel like you were looking that. I feel like the fashion part of pregnancy is what you were looking forward to the most. I'm also seeing and getting Rihanna, so I feel like a lot of you could be looking at Rihanna as like inspiration for pregnancy fashion, or like she could be like a fashion inspo for you during this pregnancy. Um, I do feel like toward the very end of the pregnancy, it might get a little like you're gonna be everything is gonna be a breeze for the most part for majority of the pregnancy, but like maybe during that last month when you're waiting to drop the baby, like you're waiting to go into labor, I feel like you're gonna have some sleepless nights, and so you might it might show up on your face. Like you might have, you know, some bags or whatever, or dark circles under your eyes, but nothing that you can't fix, nothing that is irreversible. It's just you're gonna have some sleepless nights toward the end and it might show up in your face. But again, you're gonna be able to rejuvenate and get back to normal rather quickly. Um, restore everything. But I feel like that's probably gonna be the most struggle you have with your appearance with this pregnancy. And I get that for majority of you, you're gonna have a pregnancy that seems to go for like most of the year. So you might be getting pregnant at the beginning of the year. When I say beginning, like maybe within the first 3 months, and then you have the baby within the last 3 months of the year. Because I'm getting like the other thing, in addition to people saying like you don't even look pregnant, they might also say like how they might be saying making comments like how long have you been pregnant? I feel like you've been pregnant forever, and you're going to be feeling like that too. I feel like your 9 months are going to seem very long because your pregnancy, the way it started, when you got pregnant and when the delivery or due date is, I just get that it just the span of it just gives a feeling of like you've been pregnant the whole year, because it's like you literally got pregnant at the beginning of the year and now you're having a baby at the end of the year. So people are going to make comments about like you've been pregnant forever, like when are you going to drop this baby? And I'm getting like people are going to be very anxious to see your baby too, because you could be very beautiful and your partner could be very attractive as well. You could be a very handsome couple, and so people are very anxious to see what your child is going to look like. I feel like for most of you, it's going to be a girl. Some of you might not even want to know what the sex is. And if you, I feel like you're going to find out when the baby is born that it's a girl or something. But but I feel like that's only like maybe a few of you. I feel like majority of you are gonna want to know, and it's gonna be a girl. And I feel like this is your dream, mommy, to have a little girl, like a little mini you. And what I will say is that when you do have this baby and announce that the baby's been born, everybody's gonna wanna like everybody's gonna be excited. And this is like I get like a lot of energy of people you know. Like other people on the street might comment about like, your look during the pregnancy and how beautiful you are, how you don't really look pregnant or you look so good pregnant. I feel like a lot of the comments are gonna come from people you know. Even people that you haven't heard from in a while, like when they find out you're pregnant, they're going to be hitting you up and, like, reconnecting with you to keep up with you during the pregnancy. And I feel like when this baby is born and you announce it, like, all these people are going to be so anxious to see the baby and, like, maybe even stop by. I feel like you're going to have people who want to lend a helping hand, maybe bring you some food, bring you some things to help with the baby, or maybe themselves even maybe want to come and help with the baby. I feel like you're just going to have a lot of help extended to you, because for some reason, a lot of people that even people that you are reconnecting with during this pregnancy, they're just going to genuinely have um a heart to want to help you. Like, I just feel like you're not going to be short of hands when it comes to anything you need or anything you need done during this pregnancy, because it's almost like you have so many people at your beck and call in addition to your partner. um I feel like your partner's family is very excited. I'm getting first grandbaby, so it could be their first grandbaby in addition to your no, I'm getting that if it could be your first baby, but I feel like you have like an older sibling or something, or even if it's not an older sibling, I feel like you have a sibling who has a child already, so it's not the first grandchild for your parents, but they're excited nonetheless. But I feel like for your partner's family, this could be the first grandchild, for your partner's parents, and so like they're really excited because this is a first time experience for them. But again, you just have so many hands on deck, so many people willing to help, so many people anxious to see the baby, meet the baby, be there for you, and you're gonna look good. So I feel like really, all in all, with this group, you're gonna get a lot of compliments about the way you look, because you're barely gonna look pregnant. Your fashion is gonna be on point. You're just going to carry so well, and maybe you're going to look maybe even better than you would normally look on a regular day before you were pregnant, like, and it's going to make you feel like maybe you should get pregnant all the time, because it's just, you're going to have to agree with the public that you do look really good. And so yeah, it's going to make you very excited. This is like a dream first time experience for a pregnancy, and so you're just so glad about it. That's what I get. Okay, so we're going to move on to group number 2. Okay, so for those who chose the second stare, how will the public perceive your pregnancy? I'm getting like, the first thing I'm getting is like an energy of someone like envying you. So I don't know if this is like someone who's close to you or maybe used to be close to you, or this could even be your partner's ex, but it's somebody who's wishing that they were in your shoes. It's like, and I feel like they were judging you throughout the whole pregnancy, feeling like they could have done better. They would look better pregnant. They would have a better looking baby than you. I don't know why this person's energy is coming in so strong, but I feel like this person is going to have like, they're going to be pretty much stalking you. Like, not physically, but more so like stalking you online. Like, if your page is at private, even if your page is private, like, you might get a suspicious friend request from some random person that you don't know, and like a suspect page, and it will be this person trying to like look on your page and see updates about the pregnancy, because I get that they're going to hear about it somehow. I feel like they're going to hear about it before you post about it. And then they're going to be waiting to see confirmation of whether of what they heard is true. And so they're going to find out some way or another, via your page or your partner's page, that it is true. And then they're just going to go into this mode of like stalking you all the time, because they're like obsessed with this pregnancy, wishing that it was them in your shoes instead. And like I said, it doesn't have to be your partner's an ex of your partner. It could actually be somebody who was close to you, who you fell out with, like an old friend or family member or something like that, who you no longer talk to, you cut off. Yeah, somebody who you turned your back on. I'm getting that energy more strongly. And this person, I feel like you may have cut this person off because of their envious ways. And I feel like this situation is no exception. Like they envy you already about everything, but this is like something else to envy you over. It's like this person wants your life. But as far as everybody else, as far as the public goes outside of this person, I get that they're going to be very happy for you, but I'm getting like I don't get outside of this person, I don't get that there are a lot of people who are sitting and like obsessing over your pregnancy, anxious to see the baby. It's like they're gonna, when you post about it, they're gonna congratulate you. You post any updates, they'll comment on it, but I don't feel like they're sitting around like waiting for updates on your pregnancy or updates about the baby being born. It's like when they see something, they'll say something. But I feel like for the most part, when you announce it, they'll be happy for you. Um, I'm getting this energy of like with this group, you might not have many friends, and you might not have much family either, or you're probably not really close to your family, because I'm getting this energy like you feel like you're almost like on an island by yourself. Whether you're single having this baby or you have a partner, if you have a partner, it's just like you and your partner and maybe a few other people, but that's it. And everybody else, like, people, you have acquaintances, but you're not close to anybody. Like, you don't really have any real friends. And if you're single, I feel like you have maybe one person who's like hoping to support you through this pregnancy, but you don't really have many close friends. And it's this person who is obsessed with you and envying everything about you, including this pregnancy, who you used to be close to, who was stalking your every move and very obsessed with, the pregnancy and wishing it was them instead in your shoes. And I feel like they're just really like they're judging your every step throughout this process and saying like I could have done that better, like I would look better pregnant, my baby would look better, oh like I wouldn't wear that, I would be more fashionable when I'm pregnant. It's like this person just want like they live to pick you apart, and I just feel like you already know this, this person, that's why you cut them off. But yeah, I just get that for most people who choose this group, you don't have like a big following, or like a big friend group or like a big family or any family, or you're just not close to your family. It's something like that going on because it's like a very loner energy here. And I'm getting this energy like you're going to have to stay strong because of that, because you might feel very lonely during this experience. For many of you, this could be a pregnancy that happened very unexpectedly. And um like that this is a step you have to take. Like you knew what you were doing, what it would lead to. So it's like you knew the consequences. It was a possibility you could end up pregnant someday. And now that it's happening, you're just like, okay, well, I guess I'm doing this. Like you weren't prepared at all. And this wasn't really part of the plan, but it's just like you figure like this is a part of what you're supposed to do. So you're handling it type of thing. For those who have a partner, like I said, it could just be like you and your partner in your own little world preparing for your baby. If you do have a baby shower, I feel like it would be thrown by like your partner's family, and it would just be like, I feel like the support you have for those of you who have a partner, I feel like you have a support through your partner and maybe your partner's family, like your partner's parents. I'm getting like a sister, a cousin, something like that. If it's not an actual sister, I feel like they have like a cousin who is like a sister or something like that, and they might be offering to throw you a baby shower. So it's not like many people who are going to be tuned into your pregnancy, but I feel like all of those people are going to be very happy. If you're doing this alone, like I said, you have somebody in your corner, like a very close friend, and they might throw you a baby shower and invite like maybe your coworkers, coworkers that you're cool with. And while they're not necessarily your friends, actually, I'm getting that somebody's coworker might throw them a baby shower. Like you might not have close friends, but somebody might just want to do that for you, like who you work with. Like you're not close to them, but they're just like, what, I want to throw you a baby shower. Can we, throw you a baby shower, here at the job? Like, and it probably won't be anything big, but it just like they carve out some time at work to throw you a baby shower at the job, and so people can bring you gifts and celebrate you because they just might feel moved to do that. So yeah, something like that going on. But I feel like all these people, they're more so showing up. They're showing up for you because they feel like you need it. It is not like a sympathy thing. Like they really just feel like, I don't know, it's like they feel spiritually pulled to be there for you. So you might have people that you've never really even spoken to like that who like show up and want to, like I said, for instance, throw you a baby shower or just like bringing you gifts or offering you something that's going to be helpful during the pregnancy or giving you something for the baby. But I don't really get much public fanfare with this pregnancy. Like I said, you would probably have acquaintances who comment if you make a post about it, but I just don't. Aside from this person who's obsessed with you, who's no longer in your life, like um, I just get that there's not a lot of like public, there's just not a lot of attention or a lot of energy directed toward you with this pregnancy. I just feel like I feel like you don't have that many people who are very close to you. You have people around, you have people that you know, and some of these people might be stepping up and helping you throughout this process. And like I said, they'll be happy, but they'll be more so coming from a place of like, I want to be there for you rather than like, I'm so happy for you. Like, just being so anxious for the baby. Like, they're just like, it's like they're showing up for a person in need. I just keep getting that energy. Like they feel like they should help you and they're going to help you. And I feel like you're going to accept this help. At first you might have a little pride about it, but as you progress and you realize like how difficult, because I get like for a lot of you, I don't know, I'm getting this energy of like heaviness. Like you might the baby might be very heavy, like the belly. Like you might uh this group you might pick up a significant amount of weight, because I just get like, but I get like the belly's really big. Some of you might even be having twins, like multiples, because it's like the belly is really big and it's heavy, and it's like in the beginning you might try to like just take on a lot of the burden by yourself, but as you progress and your belly gets bigger and you get heavier, it just like, that's what I'm getting. Like people are gonna see you like struggling with this big old belly, and they just want to like help you. So I just get like people are gonna be showing up in your life and offering help to you because you just, it's like this, they see like this poor thing with this big old belly, like, and you just like waddling, you're just trying to make it along. Like you look tired because you are tired. It's just a lot. This pregnancy is going to weigh on you heavily, like physically. I'm not getting that you're gonna be sad. I just get that it's just going to be a lot of weight physically for you to carry with this baby, and like people were going to be so sympathetic to that and just want to help you out in any way they can. So I feel like that's really going to be how the public perceives you, as like somebody who's in need of their help, because you're just this one little person with this big old belly, and it just seems like you're struggling. Like you might be the kind of person who always is groomed perfectly, but like as you get to like that fifth, sixth month, is like your hair is barely slicked back in a ponytail. You just look like you could barely make it up the stairs. It's just something like that. I just feel like people are gonna be like, oh, like I just want to help them out. Like, poor thing. Like, it's just that baby is just so much for them. So I guess if I was to give any any kind of category to your public's perception, is like, this poor thing needs our help. Like, I need to help them out in some way. So aside from this jealous person, you're gonna have people who are just lending a hand because they just feel like you need it, because you are like, sis, you're tired. Like, this pregnancy is gonna be a lot for you. Like, if this is your, I'm getting like, you might have kids. Some of you might have kids already, because I'm getting three. Like, this might be your third child, and maybe the first two pregnancies were a breeze, but like this one is just like, it's nothing like the first two. And if this is your first child, you're just like, I don't want to do this again because it's just so much. I just get like it's so much strain on you. But yeah, you just come off like someone who, like, they want to help. They need to help, because it's just like, poor thing is just carrying so much around. They just look so tired, you know. But it's all leading to you having a beautiful, healthy baby in the end. So the struggle you go through is going to be worth it in the end. But you're going to have people want to show up for you because they see how much of a strain, like physically, that this pregnancy is having on you. Okay, so you're going to move on to group 3. Okay, so for those who chose group 3, how will the public perceive your pregnancy? Okay, the first thing I'm getting is there's something very mystical either about you. I'm getting like it's something very mystical about this pregnancy, but I feel like even in your appearance, like, you might even come off looking like someone completely different than what you normally look like. Um like, there's a version of you that people are used to seeing, and then when you get pregnant, it's like you become like a different version physically. Like, all of a sudden you're just more, but it's like not just more. It's not more in a bad way at all. It's just like more in a way, like you have this mystical quality to you all of a sudden. Like, you almost look unreal. And before you even start to show, people might pick this up about you, like start to say like, you look different, and they don't really know how to explain it. They just know that you do, and you might even be a little self-conscious when they say that and wonder like what they mean by it, but it's a good thing. They just don't know how to put it into words, because it's like all of a sudden you went from being like a normal person to all of a sudden looking like a goddess, or somebody that belongs in like this magical fairy tale land or something. It's just, I don't even know how to describe um like how that would look. It's like what I'm picking up. It's just, like with pregnancy, people tend to have like glowing skin, nice hair, all that stuff. But it's like what you got going on is beyond that. It's like, it's not just shiny hair, glowing skin, and just, amazing fingernails and all that kind of stuff. No, 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 no. Like, there's this other layer that just feels like, it's almost like you have this beaming aura around you, that, except like, I know that there are people that do aura readings, and like whatever aura is around that person, they can read it based on the color it is, and say like what kind of person that this person is, or the kind of energy they carry. But I feel like if an aura reader was to come and observe you and try to read you, I get that they wouldn't be able to, because your aura is something they've never seen before. Like, the light around you is so unique, it's so brilliant that people can't even put that, they can't even give it words, they can't give it a definition or a description. So yeah, I feel like that's the first thing I'm getting. People are gonna just start to feel like you look and feel like somebody out of this world, and it's because of this child that you carry. The child that's inside of you is a very mystical being. They're going to be someone who is, I'm hearing, that's going to change the world. And they're coming in this world with such a strong energy. Like, there are people who have a special mission in life, but they don't discover it until like later on in life. But I feel like with this child, they're like coming in with that energy. They're going to know the minute they come out of that womb what they're here to do, and they're going to live according to that. Like the minute this child gets to walking and talking, it's like they're going to be already working toward what they're supposed to do. And I feel like while they're in the womb, it's like they're already kind of in like that energy of like what they're supposed to do. So they don't feel like the way you look, this child doesn't feel like they're of this world. And I feel like when they're born, they're going to give off that same energy, like they don't, like they're not a normal child, not in a bad way, but just in a, you belong in another galaxy, like you belong in another like dimension, like another world. I get something about like, I don't know, I'm getting this energy like some people, when they encounter you during this pregnancy, they might have this overwhelming desire to bow to you, like you're royalty or something. They're not gonna know where that comes from though. Like they might even like I'm getting somebody catching themselves like encountering you and almost and about to bow, but they're just like shaking themselves out of it. Like, what am I bowing for? It's just, is that kind of, when they encounter you, it's almost shocking because like I said, you have this quality, this aura that is beaming that doesn't look like anything anyone has ever seen on this earth before. And they just, when people encounter it, it's shocking to their system and it makes them act out of character. People might not even know how to act around you because they just feel like you're somebody that they should bow to, that they should respect, that they should, I don't know, like, I was about to say cater to, but that's not the word I want to say. It's someone that they should serve. I don't know. I feel like people might come around you and just kind of have this attitude of like, what can I do for you? Like, do you need anything? And these people might not even have like, on an average day, this person might not have a spirit of servitude. They may not, I'm getting like they may be extreme. Some people might be extremely selfish normally. But it's something about when they encounter you, it's like they just feel like it's an honor to do something for you. So they're going to be maybe asking you, like, I'm getting like, do you need a chair? Like they'll be pulling chairs for you. This person doesn't pull chairs for anybody. Like people do that for them. Like that's the kind of energy I'm picking up here. Like you have people acting out of character and wanting to serve you, having this instinct to bow to you because of this child that you're carrying. And this child that you're carrying is making you have this otherworldly appearance that people, first of all, don't know how to describe, don't know how to act around, but at the same time feel like they need to straight. It's like you have this, you're gonna have this energy that makes people want to straighten up when they're around you. Like I'm getting this energy like if a principal walks in the room, like a classroom, like the class could be rowdy, like just acting buck wild, and then like the principal just walks in the door and the class is just so quiet that you could hear a pin drop, and all the kids are just sitting so studious because they know, like, I don't want to go to the principal's office. It's like that the principal is a symbol of respect, someone that they may not respect the teacher but they respect the principal. So I just get like that kind of energy with you. Like these people could be behaving poorly. They could be cussing up a storm, but it's like when you come around, it's like they feel like they need to fix their language. They need to like fix their appearance, like straighten up their clothes. You know, maybe take off their hat. You know, to it's just they just feel like I need to straighten up my act when this person is around. I just keep getting that. And they're just going to be so confused by that because it's going to happen. These are people that you're encountering repeatedly. They're going to, maybe the first time it happens, they're just going to be like so lost and not know why, but they're probably going to dismiss it and feel like, well, maybe it was just that time. Maybe I was just awkward or whatever. But then when you keep coming around, they're going to have that same reaction and they're just going to feel like, no, it's something to this. Like every time this person is around, like I feel the need to straighten up my act and serve them in some way and just accommodate them. Like these are the kind of people who I said, like on regular, they might be very selfish, but they're like giving up their seat, on this particular day, the days when you're coming around, or they're like, offering you food, or they might even be going out of their way for you. I'm getting like somebody like running an errand for you. They don't do that kind of stuff for anybody. Like if you mention that you want, like you're craving something, or you would like something, they're like, I'll get it for you. And the people that know them are looking at them like, really? And they're just like, yeah, I'll get it. Like, and it's like, you do know that's about like 15 miles out. Like, yeah, it's no problem. I'll drive, whatever. It's just, and this person, and when you leave, it's like they go back into their normal energy and they're just like, why do I act like that? Every time this person comes around, it's just, they're going to be so mentally, like, not disturbed, but mentally confused by it, but they're not gonna know like any other way to be when you're around. I just keep getting that. And I get like when you have this baby, it's going to change your body, not just the outer body, but I feel like your I don't know, like circulatory system, like your whole system, like all the systems inside of you, I feel like it's going to like, I don't know, like regulate them or fix them. So I don't know, like maybe this baby has like healing abilities from the womb. Because I get like if you have any kind of ailments or something, like this pregnancy is going to heal them. And yeah, and that could also attribute to you looking like a shiny UFO object or something, because I just get like you're going to be healed from the inside out carrying this very special being. And I feel like you're going to attract a lot of attention. I feel like, and not just from people around you, I feel like I'm actually hearing near and far. So no matter where you are, I feel like you're going to be like a showstopper. Like there are gonna be people when you're out, perfect strangers will just stop and stare at you. It's something about your energy that is just so commanding. And I also get like following like social media. So if people like come across you in person, like if you're just out somewhere and like random strangers just stop and stare at you, and maybe a lot of these people are probably going to come and try and talk to you briefly, ask you what your name is. They'll ask to follow you on social media, and you might accumulate a lot of followers like that, because everywhere you go, you just have people that want to like feel like they want to remain connected to you, or they want to connect to you. And so or even if you're just on social media and you post a picture, and like random people, they have pictures on explore pages and stuff. So, or somebody that they know, like you might have a mutual friend who shares a post of you, and like your presence just stops these people in their tracks. So this is just people online. Like if you take pictures while you're pregnant if these strangers encounter those pictures somehow, they're going to be like, who is that? And they're going to follow you, or like I said, in person, people will just come and talk to you and ask you, like, can I follow you on social media? What's your social media handle? Because it's just you're going to be attracting more attention than what you're used to. I feel like this might make you a bit uncomfortable. Um, because you probably are on normal a very low-key person, and I'm getting this sensation of like my eye, the vision is getting blurred, and I get this energy. I get that to mean like, I don't know, I'm getting like things are happening so fast, where it's like so many people, it's overwhelming to you. Like, the amount of attention you're getting in such a short amount of time. Because like I said, this is not just like you're out and like one or two people have that reaction to you. I'm getting like swarms of people who just like stop and stare at you, or like come up to you, talk to you, want to touch your belly or something like that. Like they're treating you like, I don't know, like you're something, again, that's not of this world, and they feel like they want to be a part of it, they need to be connected to it. And so you're going to have to find a way to protect your energy. I'm not getting that you should refuse this attention, because I feel like it's for a reason. It's like you just have to find a way to cope with it. But I feel like you're going to have moments where you're like, it's just so many people coming at you at one time, so much energy that your head is spinning, and it's like you just, like that blurred sensation I was getting in my eyes, like. And the thing about it is, I feel like you're not going to see any of this coming. You're going to start this pregnancy expecting it to be like really normal, just a normal pregnancy that you and your loved ones can enjoy and look forward to the baby's birth. But you're not going to see like all this extra attention that comes along with it. And I don't know, I'm getting somebody like at a wedding, when they hit the glass to make an announcement, like to give a speech, like, can I have your attention? Like, clink, 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 can I have your attention? I'm getting that. What does that mean? I feel like when this child is born, it's going to be a lot of, I'm hearing a frenzy. I feel like it's going to be a lot of attention around this child's birth, not just with your loved ones, but even these people I was telling you about, like I was mentioning, that would have encountered you during your pregnancy, like these strangers that maybe follow you on social media. It's just a lot of I don't know, I'm getting energy of like you traveling a lot during your pregnancy, because I'm getting like, I don't know why I was getting somebody in Amsterdam, but I'm getting like whoever that is, they wouldn't even be from that area. They probably are from like the States. It's just, you're going to be doing I'm getting like China or something, Shanghai specifically. You might do a lot of international traveling while you're pregnant. I don't know who you are or what your life is like, but that might be something you and your partner decide to do before the baby gets here. Just like do a lot of traveling before the baby gets here. But yeah, I just get like you're gonna rack up a lot of attention everywhere you go. So you're gonna have like strangers from foreign lands who just become like enthralled with you and want to remain connected with you, and they're gonna be following you on social media. And when this child is born, I just get like there is going to have like everyone's eye. Like everyone is going to, when people meet you knowing that you're pregnant, they're going to be anticipating this child's birth. And so they're going to be on your page and constantly keeping up with the updates. And when this child is born, they're going to be waiting with bated breath for the announcement. Like, you are going to be like an unforgettable person, even if they encounter you just that one time only. Like I said, they're going to want to remain connected to you. So I just keep getting like this vision of someone's followers just shooting up, like it being like a very small page and the numbers are just rising very quickly. So you could become like an a social media sensation, but it's not even because you're posting or anything. I don't get like you're not looking for this attention. I get like you're a very low key person, but for some reason this is going to happen to you. Everybody is going to know your name, and everybody is going to know this child. It's just, I don't know. It's just a very unique situation here. But yeah, you can expect a very otherworldly experience with this pregnancy and everybody treating you as such. Like I said, it's going to take some getting used to, but you just have to find a way to like navigate this new way of life for yourself. And I get like your partner's going to be very protective throughout it. Like if you do get overwhelmed, they're going to step in and like, hey, that's enough. Like, we'll, talk to you guys. They're going to talk people off of like, talk people away and be like, she needs to take a break. She needs to sit down, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like your partner is going to be very supportive, but is very protective. Like they're going to know when you're getting overwhelmed and like, because I'm getting like, I don't know, I'm getting like you help people. You might be helping people during this pregnancy and people become like very attached to you because of it. And I feel like you're going to be you're going to be overwhelmed, a little surprised, by it. But I feel like you're going to feel like this is something that you should be doing. So you're not going to turn anybody away. But I get the sense like you are going to have moments where it becomes very overwhelming and your partner is going to step in and be like that buffer for you and make sure that you're not getting overwhelmed, that you're getting the proper hydration, that you're having the proper rest, and people aren't just like up in your face, up in your space when you need the time to like rest and relax. So yeah, I feel like your partner is going to be very good at that. Um, Very protective of you and this baby. I feel like you have a great protector as a partner. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this reading. Very interesting reading. I hope it was helpful to you all. Again, if you have not checked out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance, and I will be back with my readings, lovelies. Bye.